Look at that! Who needs TV when you can just have wildlife outside your door? Look at them all! Oh, that's perfect! I'm so happy with this! G'day, guys. My name's Josh. You can call me Woodle, and welcome back to 7 Days to Die Alpha 17 again, where you can probably tell I am down in my underground garage. But it was started out as an underground garage, it's turning into my underground base, and I've been doing a little bit of work off camera, just kind of like doing the little things in between to make life go around just a little bit easier. Things like painting and like putting in couches and furniture and cabinets and all that kind of stuff. But I've come back to my underground base to show off a couple things. First thing is, I mean, it's got some paint on the walls now, but look, I've got some sort of lounge room over there, and my kitchen is done. But most importantly, bonk, I now have electricity running through the place, which is nice. I can actually like see what's going on. I even like gave myself individual little light for my closet, not my closet, my pantry over here, so I can come in, find check out all the empty shelves, and then go back to eating straw, and that's about it outside, because I can't be bothered hunting anything. But I was looking at my desert little like wildlife sanctuary thing here. Now I built this last time because I needed some entertainment, so I thought why not just exploit some animals, which is a horrible thing to do, but anyway, that's what I did. And then I put a bunch of deer and rabbits in the desert scene, and they immediately all murdered themselves on the cactus, because apparently, I mean, I guess if they were any smarter than that, they probably wouldn't be like my main meal source, but like they all murdered themselves and was like pricked themselves to death. So I decided that it was probably a good idea for me to make them a habitat that didn't kill them. I mean, I could put some like, you know what, that's what I'll do. I'll go in here and I'll be like, hey, let's just get a couple of snakes. Let's go boom, 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 boom. There we go. Put a bunch of snakes in there. They can all just hang out. They're not even wiggly. Ah! What the fuck, snakes? I give you a nice home to live in, you fucking break it immediately. Alright, fine. No snakes there. You don't fucking get anything, you fucking slithery noodles. So that kind of proves my theory. The animals don't like it inside their enclosures. So I'm not gonna bother putting snakes back in there, because apparently they don't appreciate all the love and effort I've gone through to give them a nice home. But I'm looking at my room down here, and I'm thinking, you know what? It's pretty bland. I mean, I've got big couches, and the only TVs in this game are relatively small. So like, can you imagine sitting all the way over here and trying to see that TV? God, even these big frames wouldn't help you with that. You'd never see what the score was on the footy. So instead, I'm like, well, I've already started down the path of exploiting animals for entertainment, so why not do it more? And you guys loved the idea of having like an animal sanctuary underground, so I was like, well, how about I turn my living/kitchen room into just a full-on zoo? Why don't I go through and make a big room on the outside of the room and make it a nice like forest scene for deers and rabbits to live in peace and harmony, with no suicide cactuses in there, and no way for them to like, accidentally or deliberately kill themselves, because that's what I find amusing. I want them to live and frolic and be in peace. But then I was thinking about zoos in the past, and how, like, they'd cage up animals and they were always miserable. And I was like, I don't really want to do that. What I want to do is I want to have like a nice pen for them to live in, something that feels like their natural habitat to them. Use natural barricades to keep them in. So this whole episode is just gonna be me effectively making myself an underground zoo, and I'm freaking excited to do it. So I reckon it's gonna turn out a treat if I build it right. There's a good chance I'll build it wrong and ruin everything, but hey, that's the risk you're taking as a Woodle episode. Unlike this one where I only had to make it a couple of blocks high because I was just putting like cactuses in there, I have to make this one pretty bloody huge. Got to feel like trees and shit in here. So I've dug out a pretty considerable little cavern back here. This should be big enough for them to get around. There's a fridge over there. If only there was a way I could make the fridge like a secret entry. Like you open the fridge and drag it out and slide it across, and that's how you get into the animal enclosure. I mean, if there was a way, I miss like sticky pistons. Like in Minecraft, the sticky pistons where you can like stick things and move them and like make secret entries and stuff like that. I miss that in 7 Days. I wish there was like a sticky piston system. A sticky piston system, that's relatively hard to say, strangely. I wish there was that kind of system in 7 Days, but there's never going to be, so I may as well just give up on my hopes and dreams. But I'm going to build it here, and then I'm also going to wrap it around the corner. So I'm going to go through here and go all the way across, let's see, to about here. I don't want to overtake this part over here, because that's where like a door to the rest of the base is going to be. In fact, no, okay, I'm sticking to it. From there to there, that will be the window going through there. Backspace to get rid of the blue, which is something that I didn't put in the description. I might change that, actually. I don't know. Now I go back through the old videos and fix things up, I can't really bother. Press backspace to get rid of the blue block. So if I make a big pen that starts over here, wraps all the way around, and ends up like over this side, so like they can like move around, go different places and stuff. I could have so many more deer in here than just a couple. This is going to be, in fact, I'm putting more effort into this than any of the habitats that I live in. I'm putting so much effort into there that I might just move in with the animals. Fuck it, why not? I've brought in some spotlights just temporarily, just so I can actually see what I'm doing, because I need to start actually planning this out properly. You know, I can't start building, like, you know, making big changes to the world without actually thinking ahead, because that's exactly how I always get myself in some sort of problem, because I didn't think things through. Now, I need to think how I'm going to keep them from, like, coming to the windows and breaking it like the snakes did. And I'm going to borrow, like, the idea from, like, the Melbourne Zoo and every other zoo I've really ever been to, and that is to make, like, a big lake, like, around the front. Whereas in the desert scene, I put the lake at the back because it was an afterthought and, like, you know, needed to give them something to drink. If I put their drinking lake at the front, then they can't cross the lake to get into my house. So, let's see. I haven't put the ground in yet. It's not going to be sand. It's going to be dirt. In fact, is that all? That's all I want. It's tits. Get out of there. What are you doing? Come on. Do I have to, like, drop this? I might have to drop this corner back a little bit. In fact, it might even look better if I did, because it gets pretty shallow there. Okay, yeah, I've decided. I'm going to make the whole thing square all the way across to there. That should do. Whatever, I can take out some sand blocks underneath the steel. Won't matter. Clear selection. Yes, that'll be way better. So the first step of my water barrier is to make the actual, like, river bed, which I'm going to make out of stone. I'm going to use stone a lot throughout this whole build because, like, you know, that's what the forest is. Like, stone cliffs and like, forest ground and stuff. Lots of leaves and twigs and shrubs and stuff for things to eat and all, like, the lovely passive animals running around. In fact, that's... You know what, let's get rid of that and go there. It will make this one deeper again. I'm taking up all at the ground at the back, but that's okay. It'll be okay. We can keep them just far enough away from the glass so that they don't get spooked when I'm roaming around inside my house, you know, just, like, causing problems for myself. But I'm trying to think what other, like, passive animals I could use are. There's deers and rabbits and, I guess, pigs? But sometimes the pigs get a little bit aggro. They try and, like, tusk you to death. They try and come over and try and stick their big honker straight through your gut and go full, like, Robert Baratheon on you. And, you know, just try to generally just ruin not only your life, but your kingdom. And then you find out your wife's banging her brother and everything just goes wrong. If you get tusked by a boar, generally, you're in for a bad time. So I'm not sure if I'll put the pigs in here. I don't know. We'll see. But I guess with this, I mean, they can't really get up to the glass anymore. They can't go full snaky, slithery noodle douchebags and start breaking into my house. But, that should be pretty okay, I think. Do I need it to be 1 deep or maybe 2 deep? I don't know. Now that I've made it wider, maybe I'll go 2 deep. Maybe I'll get rid of this and put the stone at the bottom of that and, make it 2 deep right at the edge so they can't actually get into my house. Wow, the ground texture for the forest ground is, pretty not great. Hey, that's a bit of a blurry mess if I've ever seen one before. Alright, I mean, look at the texture in the gravel and the sand. Then you look at, like, the forest ground. What is going on there? It's like someone just got, like, the smooth tool in Photoshop and just did the whole thing. It's like there's nothing to it. Alright, whatever. We're just gonna keep going, keep building. I'm sure, hopefully, maybe, I doubt it, it might turn itself out in the end. But it needs to be forest ground. I mean, that's where the deer and the rabbits and the boars live. They live in the forest. I'm gonna make them a frickin' forest. Huh, holy crap. Well, I was wrong. I was talking shit about how there's no way, like, over time the texture on the forest ground would come good. But, I mean, like, I guess the more... Oh, it's over here now too. Like, it started out like this, just this wishy-washy mess. And then slowly but surely, the ground is like, the leaves and the flowers and the grass is starting to come through. Okay, that makes me feel better. I was regretting my decision, but now that I know that some green stuff will actually come through for the deers and the rabbits and the boars and all that kind of stuff to eat, all their food is coming through, that makes me feel a whole lot better. But I feel like maybe I might need to give them a little bit more space. Maybe if I go, like, from here and I go maybe, like, let's see, maybe 4 back. So, like, 1, 2, 3, 4 to about there. Well, actually, that's the wrong way to do it. If I go all the way over here and then get rid of that and go... Wait, how tall is the ceiling? I'm doing this all wrong. I'm not thinking this through. From there to there. There we go. That's going to be the whole thing. Boom. See? Just like that. That should be more than enough space. Fuck, this place is getting huge. Like, look at the size of my room compared to the size of this now. I mean, this suddenly feels small. This felt big 3 seconds ago, and now it feels like it's the size of the Taj Mahal. So here's what I'm thinking. I want to try and trick the animals into thinking they're in the... What the shit is going on here? That's a weird effect. There's sand coming through. There shouldn't be. There's no sand underneath here. It's all dirt. Anyway, I'm trying to trick them into thinking they're in the wild by making myself, like, a nice big, like, rocky cliff over here. You know, so rather than having, like, a fence or, like, an iron wall or just something that clearly isn't part of nature, why don't I just use a natural looking thing to block them all in? So make this all out of stone, and then at the top, just, like, give it, like, a little bit of a lip so that when when an animal looks at it, it goes, that's just a cliff. I can't go up there because I'm just a silly deer. I can't climb cliffs. Look, just like that, all the way along, nice and easy. They'll never know the difference. I mean, I need to get rid of the light in the corner. I can do that later. But just like that. Look at that. That looks like a cliff. There's no way the animals would think they're in a pen. I mean, apart from this whole thing, but like that looks perfect. Maybe I can paint this to look like a cliff. That would be pretty cool. If I can turn this into like a rock texture, that'd be glorious. Look at that. That actually looks really bloody good. I haven't built it nearly as carefully as other things I've built. Like when I accidentally place two things in the wrong spot or whatever, I just let it go. So there's little overhangs. If I need some more like little overhangs like over here, we'll go like that. Just make it look a bit more random, just like that. Some overhangs here and there, over this side as well, all the way along. So it actually looks like a cliff. It's not just like a wall of rock. It looks just like a cliff, which is exactly what I wanted it to be. This is looking really good. Right, so the next thing I think I need to do is make somewhere for the animals to sleep. I mean, animals don't just like wander around the forest their entire lives. They sometimes want to go take a nap when the artificial sun gets turned off by the weird like two-legged man inside the window. So let's go... where's a good spot for it? Maybe just like here. So maybe if I just build like a bit of a shelter in here, but we'll go all the way back. Maybe instead of like a shelter, fuck it. Let's build like a full-on cave. Let's build somewhere for the deer and the boars and the rabbits and whoever else. They can all share. They can all like go like, you know, co-animal dorms all the way in. So we'll go like this, and we'll make like a nice little alcove over here. We'll fill this full of rocks so that like, you know, when the animals don't want to be out in the forest anymore, they can come and have a nap in their little den, just like that. That looks perfect. That's good. Put one over there. Might also put one. Oh, fuck it. Let's put like just a smaller one over here, just in case, you know, that one's full. There's a bunch of deers in there getting the whole mating season on, making more little baby deers for the habitat. We don't want, you know, to have to subject all the other animals to having to watch that. So I might just put like a little one over here as well. Yeah, that'll be good. That'll be perfect. So one over there, I'm going to fill it all with rock now that I dug it out. I need to replace all the walls with rock. But that should be really good. I'm excited. I'm excited for this. I wish I was a deer. I wish someone would make like a house like this for me. That'd be the best. There we go. That's come up a treat. There's a little cave over here and then a bigger cave over here, depending on who needs what at any given time. Yes, nice, Gary. Okay, what do I need now? I've got the ground and the walls and the ditch. I'm supposed to just probably start working on filling that up with water. Hey, I mean, the water takes a long time to do because it's real buggy and like the water in this game just hasn't been designed very well. It doesn't really work out anywhere near like you'd expect. So I put the water in, hopefully get it to sit properly and like level at the top of the ditch. Can I keep going up? Yeah, there we go, all the way across. This is where it starts getting problems. You can't put the water on another water block, so you have to like just like kind of place and hope. I mean, there are ways to get around it later on, but I have to just try and place as many as I can now to try and get it to look right, and then fix up the holes later on. That looks gorgeous. I got one side done. Still need to fix up this other side over here. It's just a matter of just like walking around, placing as many blocks as you can, and trying to get it as high as possible. Like if you get like a bodgy layer on the very top, it means the layer underneath is going to be pretty good. So if you just try and like get that going a bit like that, and then as soon as you fill up this whole row like that, then you start on the next one, and then that should like pull the rest of the water up, and it should make a reasonably decent like flat layer of water. We'll see how we go. We'll keep going until it looks like it's mostly filled, and then we can inspect and get rid of some of the higher points. In fact, that's pretty much almost there. I'll do the other side now, go across the actual bank, and hopefully by the end of this little run through, it'll be all nice and even all the way along. Come on, back the other way, fill in some of the divots. I placed water inside my house then, that was annoying. Come on, fill up that gap, fill up that gap, fill up that one last little gap. Is that it? Is that it? Oh, there's a hole over here. Come on, you're so close to being perfect. Just fucking put the water in the hole. No, I took it away from it. God damn it. There we go. That's perfect. Okay, take these hay bales back. Hay bales back. There we go. Yeah, see, look, then you got a natural barrier. They can't come through the window, and they can't get out, and everything is perfect. That's exactly what I wanted it to look like. I love it when like I have an idea in my head, and like it's a reasonably big build, but then I build it and it looks exactly like I'd planned. That is perfect. Right, now, short of like having a big orange roof, which probably doesn't look too natural, I need to put some trees in here. Trees and shrubs. So tree, mountain pine, oak, maybe just some small oaks. How big are you? Are you big? Oh, Jesus, you're still pretty, I mean, you're not the biggest tree in the world, but also you're like enough that the leaves will cover all the wildlife in here. So we'll get rid of you. We need to pick the right trees. I can't go through all of this and then put the wrong tree in and suddenly have it look like arse. I've ventured out from my underground cavern to trying to to do some research. I want a fact-finding mission. I'm out in the woodlands trying to figure out what the best kind of trees to use is. I can't put 41-meter pine trees in there. I can't put giant oak trees in there either. I need to find what, like, the relatively small-sized trees are that still have, like, no low-hanging branches that are going to obscure the deer. Because there's no point building an entire habitat for the deer and then not being able to actually see them and enjoy them. I mean, other than just, trying to make deer happy, which whatever. They can be happy anywhere else. I want to be able to see the fruits of my labor. These are all pretty big. I mean, maybe I could just put the trees in, and then I'll just like go through the ground. Ooh, a nice little canyon over here. See, this is lovely. This is what I'm kind of going for. I mean, sure, they've got blue skies, and I've got orange, death, an orange ceiling. But like, that looks glorious. I want that. We've got to find the right kind of tree though, because otherwise I'm not going to get that. I finally figured out how to actually plant trees into the ground. I mean, they're not taking up any, to getting rid of the ground. They don't poke out the top, just barely. They're almost there, but you just need to have some sunlight. If you've got some sunlight coming down, then you can plant a tree at the bottom. So that's what I need to do. So like make some shafts for some lights, and then go through later. In fact, oh no, I don't want the big ones. The big ones will poke out the top, and then all the zombies will know where they can find fresh deer. I don't want that. I need to get some more light over here as well. Let's speed up my flying speed because it's taking too freaking long. There we go. Just get rid of that. Make a shaft. Can you imagine just like walking around and falling down this massive chute into like an animal enclosure? That would be a reasonably bad time. There we go. Oh, there's grass growing too. I didn't even mean that. Okay, side effect of making chutes for the trees is that suddenly the grass is growing as well. I'll give that some more time to grow. We're almost done. We're almost done here. We're almost to the point where I can start spawning in animals and call this all over Red Rover. That's so good. Oh, wait. Maybe I should go through and, like, cover the steel over here with actual stone. Is there anything in here that actually looks like stone? Stone? No. Flagstone? Yeah, it's painted all in gravestone and big stones. I don't know. I don't like that. I'm tempted to go through and cover it all with just, like, actual rock. Like this. Oh, I'm just gonna fuck up the water. No. I spent way on getting the water right. I'm not taking that risk. Just gonna fill up these sun shafts so that like from the top you can't even tell. You can't even tell there's anything underneath there. I mean, you're just like, everything else is out here, but you don't know where the animals are. All the animals are safe down here in their little enclosure. That is the best. That looks so freaking cool. What does it look like from inside though? Oh, that's perfect. You know what? I'll put those temporary spotlights in just as like, because I needed to see what I was building. But now I quite like them. I might put, see, like, I would think that, like, to get it to look as natural as possible, you put a bunch of spotlights over here to, like, try and pretend to be the sun. But I'm not sure that would give me enough light to actually see anything in this. Maybe I need, like, a bunch of spotlights. One in each corner, one in the middle here, and one on the or a couple on the far side over here to try and get it to light up as much as possible. That is perfect. That is exactly what I wanted this whole freaking time. That looks exactly right. Oh, fuck yeah, Josh. Just finished wiring up all the lights and we'll pretty much be good to go. I mean, it's all done. All the trees are here, all the water's here, there's grass for them to eat, there's little alcoves for them to sleep in when it gets too bright outside because the lights never turn off. This is absolutely freaking perfect. I'm so freaking happy with this if you couldn't tell already. I've put a bunch of lights over in the corner. This is the brightest area. You need a suntan, you come over to the corner and hang out in the sun. But I mean, it's reasonably bright. It's always daytime. It's fine. That's close enough. It's about as close as I can get without, actually tunneling out the whole ceiling and making, I mean, I could probably do that, actually get the sky involved, but then, like, whatever. Then it wouldn't be secret. Then it wouldn't be a secret zoo for me and my friends only. So let's get some animals. If I could type properly. Okay, we're not putting any bears in because they will do what the snakes did and fuck all my shit up. We're not putting Boss Grace in. Let's go, let's go a bunch of chickens. Let's go a bunch of rabbits. Let's go animal template hostile. Let's go no dogs. Invisible animal, probably not. What's the point of having an invisible animal in the zoo? Bunch of stags and a bunch of does. Not a wolf. No, that's a bad idea too. Yeah, no, I think that'll about do it. But you know what? Let's just fucking go over the top and get a bunch of these ones in. Let's overpopulate my zoo so they all have lots of friends in it. Did I miss anyone? And some boars. Okay, got the boars in there. Quick, run back inside. Okay. Look at that! Look at that! Look at all my animals! Look at I mean, there's no one over here. This is like the dead area over here. Can I scare you guys over to the other side of the pen, please? Everyone, go over. Look. Oh my god, someone's shooting a gun. Everyone should run away from me. Run! Run! Get out of the corner. Go over. There you go. Okay. Look at that! Who needs TV when you can just have wildlife outside your door? Look at them all! Oh, that's perfect. I'm so happy with this. I've had to mildly cull how many animals were in it. I mean, listen, it was overpopulated. There wasn't enough food to go around. Someone was going to die in the end because I didn't have enough food in there for all of them. All the glass is in place. Yep, we're good. That is absolutely dinky die perfect. I've got a couple stags, more does than stags because I think that's how like a deer herd would actually work. Chickens and rabbits running around. Look at them. Look at this. This is, how could you not love this? How could you not, why would you ever sit there and watch the TV? But you can sit here, enjoy a cold beverage, and when the score doesn't go the way you want it to, when you throw the remote across the room, please don't hit the windows because everyone will escape. You can turn off the TV and come over here and relax. You listen to the water running, watch the deers frolic. Like, look at her. She's frolicking already. And just enjoy the scenery. I love this. Maybe I should just like stop making anything else in 7 Days to Die and just make like sanctuaries, just make zoos, just make places for the animals to come, escape the zombie wilderness, not kill themselves on cactuses, and just enjoy themselves. Maybe, you know what, this is making my inner soul feel good, and I like it. I just realized as well, not only does this give the, like, impression to the animals that are living in the wild and, you know, like, making a nice exhibit, it also gives me the feeling like I'm living in the wild. You know, like, I haven't just built myself a base in the middle of nowhere underground. I'm out in a forest somewhere. You know, you can't see any of the sand when you're sitting over here. It just looks like you're in a forest. Looks like you're, like, a real life, like, actually manly human and didn't, like, run away and hide from the zombies. You went and built your house in a forest somewhere and enjoyed the world. I love it. It's a zoo for not only the animals, it's a zoo for me too. It's making us all feel like we're in nature. But I'll have to come back and build some more cool shit now that my zoo enclosure is done in another episode, because this episode is done. So thank you guys for watching. Most of all, thank you to the patrons on Patreon who made this episode possible. If you like, make sure the like button down below and subscribe to this channel. Follow me on Twitter, but I don't talk to you there first. I'll see you in the next episode. Have a good one.